Welcome back to the Founding Fathers podcast, where history gets a little more interesting. I'm your host, George Washington, and today I've taken over the reins from our beloved Benjamin Franklin. Yes, folks, it's a revolution of sorts, one where I'm the sole commander of this podcast ship, and let me tell you, it's a wild ride. Now, before we dive into the delightful chaos, let's take a moment to thank our sponsor for today's episode, Colonial Toothpaste. That's right, folks. Tired of your teeth looking like they've been through a battle with a British soldier? Well, fear not. With Colonial Toothpaste, you can scrub away the grime of the 18th century and shine brighter than a new silver dollar. Just remember, it's made from real colonial ingredients, mostly just crushed chalk and a hint of mint. But hey, who needs fluoride when you have patriotism? Speaking of battles, let me regale you with a tale from my youth. Picture this, it's 1775, and I'm in the middle of a heated debate with a squirrel about the merits of independence. Yes, a squirrel. This wasn't just any squirrel. This was Sir Nuts, the most eloquent rodent you'd ever meet. We were discussing the finer points of liberty when suddenly he challenged me to a duel. Can you imagine? A duel with a squirrel. I had to decline, of course, as I was busy preparing for the Revolutionary War. But I'll tell you, that squirrel had a way with words. I still think about our debates when I'm out in the garden. Now, let's take a moment to acknowledge our second sponsor, the Revolutionary Racket. Tired of your neighbors not knowing you're the most important person in the room? With the Revolutionary Racket, you can make your opinions heard. Literally, just swing it around and it'll amplify your voice to a booming level. Perfect for those town hall meetings where you want to ensure everyone knows you're against taxation without representation or just want to complain about the weather. Now, back to my solo hosting duties. You know, I've always believed that leadership is about making tough decisions. Like the time I decided to chop down that cherry tree. Legend has it that I couldn't tell a lie, but the truth is, I just wanted to see if the tree would grow back as a peach tree. Spoiler alert, it didn't. But hey, at least I had a great story to tell at the next dinner party. And speaking of dinner parties, let's not forget the time I hosted a For All the Founding Fathers. I served nothing but the finest colonial delicacies, like boiled cabbage and something I'm pretty sure was just a rock. Thomas Jefferson tried to impress everyone with his wine collection, but I think we all know he was just trying to distract us from the fact that he couldn't cook to save his life. As we wrap up this delightful episode of my solo takeover, let me leave you with a little nugget of wisdom. A wise man once said, if you can't find the truth, just make it up and hope no one notices. Thank you for joining me on this whimsical journey through history. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to follow us for more hilariously inaccurate tales and absurd banter. Until next time, keep your teeth shiny and your stories even shinier.